Health Time on Home TV. Santé sur Home TV.
Fellow viewers of Home TV, you are welcome once more to the program Health Secret. Today, I will be explaining or expatiating on issues that will create some awareness to help us realize why man is sick each day and looking for doctors, looking for healers, moving from one place to another with deplorable health situations. Why is it that man is always sick? Man, notwithstanding his knowledge, man has a well-developed brain. He has a mind. He has a spirit. It's controlled by the Spirit of God. But he's always sick. Sick, in need of doctors, in need of pastors, in need of prophets each day. But the animals in the wild, they don't know how to pray. They just eat anyhow. They don't even wash their food. They eat with dirty hands. They don't brush their mouth, their teeth. They sleep under very bad or harsh conditions, beaten by mosquitoes, insects. They wound themselves. They eat dirty food, infected food with bacteria, fungi, parasites, viruses, toxins. But they don't have doctors. They are always healthy. They are always fresh. They are always strong. But man, on the contrary, notwithstanding his well-developed brain, man is educated. Until we answer the question why, then the health of man will continue to decay with time. What do I mean by decaying with time? Those who have studied geography, if they say something decays with time, you hear of half-life. I mean, with time, the health of man will be deteriorating. The lifespan of man will be reducing with time until become a time that if man manages to reach 10 years or clock 10 years, it means he has tried. Man is sick because man is breaking the rules kept in place by his creator, the Almighty God, that will guide him. In a nutshell, most of our health problems are coming because of dietary divergence. Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. You are once more welcome into the Garden of Eden Naturopathic Institute of West Africa via our program Health Secret. Through Health Secret, you dwell in the garden in which the fountain of the Lord flows and everybody taps from it to get life. It's a garden of life, and that is why anybody who keep connected to us gains life, either directly or indirectly. You gain life just by listening to our programs and then following the advice, the health advice that we give you. And you gain life by visiting us, tapping, consuming the products that come out from this God-blessed and ordained garden of Eden. That name is not by error. It's a divine name. It's a name given by the Lord. And that is why, no matter the changes of name, Garden of Eden is always attached to all the changes that have been taking place for the past 22 years. So today, I'll be talking on the taboo subject. Why do I call it taboo? It's a subject that many people almost coin it to be a subject that is taboo for certain people to discuss on, that it is maybe a topic that is reserved for a particular type of people to talk on. And what is the topic of today? I'll be talking on HIV/AIDS. HIV/AIDS. You know, when HIV just came out, I was one of those who was being criticized for saying that HIV/AIDS has cure. When it just came out in the early 2000s, many people criticized me. Administrators condemned me. Many will talk about me, condemn my publications in meetings. But today, what are we seeing? People are beginning to believe what I used to say for more than 1.5 decades. They are seeing it now. How many people do we see now dying of HIV/AIDS? It's very difficult to find anybody dying of HIV/AIDS again. It means that the world is drifting toward what I used to prophesy, what I used to say. Very soon, nobody will have HIV/AIDS and lack the treatment. Today, even the orthodox medicine that used to say there's no cure, today they have come up with medicine that can even give people life, help them gain life and live. But following World Health publications, if you go to the WHO website, the World Health Organization website, you'll see a lot of publications. Some even say that the best medicine for HIV/AIDS lie in natural medicine. But since there are very big pharmaceutical industries abroad who are so much concerned with HIV/AIDS, which has become their business, they don't want us to talk about it. The same natural medicine talking about it and healing people is removing food from their mouth. And since they are deeply planted deep into so many governments in Africa, they pump in a lot of money, they pressurize them to also suppress our activities as far as HIV/AIDS and other aspects of practicing medicine are concerned. But the World Organization has given us the go-ahead. They have asked us to carry out more research because they have discovered that the cure for HIV/AIDS lies in natural medicine. And that is why they have come up with a lot of press releases calling on traditional doctors to carry out a lot of research. And that is why they are sponsoring researches in so many countries. But as far as traditional medicine is concerned, to carry out research to come out medications that will treat HIV/AIDS. I know when the disease just came, many traditional doctors were not aware of what the disease was all about, and that's why they failed. They actually had the medicines, but they were giving wrong medicines for a different illness because they never mastered what it is. But thank God, with the education that is going on, that we are passing, many traditional doctors and even orthodox doctors or allopathic doctors that begin to master and know what HIV/AIDS is all about and the secrets involved in treating it. And today, even researchers have modified the way they produce their medications. And today, people who consume medicines, they are no longer sick. You hardly see somebody who is having HIV falling sick, thanks to the education that we have been passing out, notwithstanding all the intimidation from those who never wanted us to talk on. But before I continue, I would like to praise the World Health Organization that is standing solidly behind us, mounting pressure on ministers of health, mounting pressure on African head of states, telling them, asking them to make sure they promote the use of traditional medicine, to make sure they sponsor research in traditional medicine, because they are saying that more than 80% of Africans rely on traditional medicine for their health needs. They are mounting pressure on them, notwithstanding the fact that some of our authorities are so headstrong, they don't want to listen to the governing body under which they are a signatory. They are still headstrong, some are still hiding and still trying to suppress traditional medicine, notwithstanding the fact that they are a signatory to WHO, and so they are bound to respect the rules and regulations of WHO. They are still trying to do hide and seek to fight traditional medicine. But they should know that many of us are enlightened, we are informed, and so we know what the World Organization is working on as far as traditional medicine is concerned. And that is why we have been carrying out a lot of research in the domain of traditional medicine, and we have been able to come up with so many discoveries about HIV/AIDS. We have been able to come out with so many discoveries as far as medicines to cure HIV/AIDS are concerned. Today, if you go to one of the biggest hospitals in Cameroon, they will refer you to Dr. Flu that you have HIV/AIDS, especially cases that are no longer responding to orthodox retroviral treatment. They will refer you to Dr. Flu. There are so many people who come to us that have been treating HIV/AIDS for years. Some come with a CD4 just about 2, 3, 4, but they have been on antiretroviral treatment for more than 5, 6, 7, or 10 years. But when they come, we always investigate. Why is it that the white man antiretroviral are working in some people? They take it and they're fine. But these particular people, they are not fine. Is it that they're abusing the doctors who are doing the follow-up? They don't counsel them and keep them under certain rules and regulations. They don't place them under certain diet that will help them, the treatment to move. Or is it that there are certain factors that are interplaying with their health that are beyond orthodox medicine? At the end of the day, we'll always discover why some of these people find it difficult to respond to orthodox medicine. There are so many cases that have come, we discover that they are under cases. And we give natural medicine and remove the cases and just simple medicine and they got healed. There are so many came, they're under spiritual manipulation. And we just gave them our healing and deliverance treatment. We gave them a holistic treatment and they got healed. There are so many because they had a lot of toxins in their blood, a lot of poison in their blood. Their blood need to be cleaned, purified, they electrified before they can respond to treatment. But they were just taking medicine that have no electricity. And once we do that, they gain healing very fast. So we have done a lot of research on the HIV. I know many people wanted me, many people would have loved me to still be explaining what HIV is all about. I think that we just like taking a university student back to primary, because I don't think there's anybody outside today who does not know what HIV is all about. But if there are still some people, then I will go back to explain a bit what this virus is all about. If some people compare me to go and still explain what we have been explaining over the years that has been sung like song all over the media. HIV is what causes AIDS. No, some people find it difficult to differentiate between HIV and AIDS. AIDS means acquired immune deficiency syndrome. It means that your immune system is already broken down and it has reached a level that is almost beyond treatment. That is why people always fight not to have AIDS. So AIDS is different from HIV. So when you have HIV, it doesn't mean that you have AIDS. Many people used to come to me, now, oh, doctor, I'm suffering from AIDS. Then I'll ask, you're suffering from AIDS, then you are moving? People who suffer from AIDS can't move, can't look healthy. So you have HIV virus that when it's still you don't treat can lead to AIDS. Don't say you have AIDS. So HIV means the human immunodeficiency virus, means that the virus that will cause a deficiency in your immune system. Even though I have other ways that I can define it. If they say human immunodeficiency virus, means that a virus that only comes up because your immunity is deficient. But scientists have their own, they say it's a virus that causes deficiency of the immunity. But they give the name of the virus the human immunodeficiency virus. It means that a virus that only comes up because your immunity is deficient. So, where at times we don't want to go into all that logic in the name. But we know HIV, as being said, is a microbe or a microscopic agent that once it is in the system, it eats the immune system. If people want me to go to lecture as if I'm lecturing student, then I would say HIV is a retrovirus. What do we mean by retro? Retro means backward. Means it's a backward virus. Means a virus that is not developed. While other viruses have advanced and become virulent, HIV is still backward and weak. So weak that once it enters the system, it has to stay there for years before it even cause harm. Unlike polio and other viruses that are so virulent, once they enter a cell, or Ebola, once they enter the system, within 1 day, 2 days, few weeks, they can kill you. But HIV is retro. It means for under those viruses that are still primitive, they are still backward, they are not developed. Once they enter the system, they take a long time just eating only the cell, the target cell, the cells that protects you. They call them the white blood cells, the T4 cells, the target cells. And once they enter there, they go into the nucleus, the HIV virus, remove its genetic material, inject into the nucleus of the cell, and then it fuses itself with the nucleus of the cell. And once it fuses itself with the nucleus of the cell, three things can occur. Either their cell overcomes the virus, or the virus with your cell, your DNA, they become friends and they work together as good friends. And then somewhere along the line, the cell can mutate and become cancerous, or the cell can have the viral cell, nucleic acid, the DNA can have more dominion over your own DNA and then cause your DNA now to be multiplied by more viral cell instead of more of your cell be produced by more viral cell, and then the HIV now be multiplied in your body. And when it reaches a certain level that the cell can no longer accommodate the viruses, it breaks open, dies, then the viruses spread and attack more cells, then they develop and multiply in these cells again. It reaches a level that the cells can no longer accommodate them. They die and break open. And that is where you see your cells start dropping and dropping, while the viral cell, known as the viral load, the viral cells are increasing and multiplying until you reach a point that you're almost lacking the target cells that are there to protect you, because the viruses are attacked by the cells that are there to protect you, like just like your army. Your army that are there to guide and protect you. Once a foreign body enter the system, those are the cells that attack and destroy that foreign body. But HIV attack by this army and destroy them. Each time we breathe air, like if I take in an air now, I've taken in millions of germs, joined with parasites, protozoans, yeast, fungi, and so on. But it is my immune system that will destroy it. But once your immunity is down, when you take in, there is no enough army to fight. What happened now? You start suffering from opportunistic infection. And we also know that in the human system, there are so many normal body flora, normal body bacteria, parasite, fungi, and so on. The normal body flora, they are there. Normal body, they are there. But once your immune system becomes compromised, they take the opportunity that your immune system is compromised, they come out and start affecting you. But whereas in a normal person with a strong immunity, the immunity check them and keep them in place. Just for example, I can say, let me just say, we have quote any town in Cameroon. Let me just take any town. Let's say in Douala. Let's say in Douala we have so many armed robbers, we have thieves, we have scammers, and so many bad people in Douala. But they find it difficult to come out and terrorize Douala or cause harm in Douala, break houses, because of the immunity. And what are the immunity? The target cells in Douala, the gendarmes, the police, and so on, that they want keeping them in check. They are there, but they cannot come up to terrorize the place, to cause havoc in the place, because the police and gendarmes are checking them. But let's assume now that let another foreign body comes in now and start selecting only the police and gendarmes and killing them, until you reach a point that in every quarter you have just 1 or 2 gendarmes, and so on. You reach a level that those thieves, armed robbers, which were under check and they live like normal people in the society, they will take the opportunity now that they are no longer police and gendarmes and come out. We call them the opportunity. They are taking opportunity. So in our body, we have all these terrorists in our body known as bacteria, germ, bacteria, parasites, and so on. They find it difficult to come up because our immune system is strong and checking them. But once the immune system is broken down, they take the opportunity that our armies have been reduced to a powerless level, then they come up now and start affecting us. And that is why they call them the opportunistic. Opportunistic means they take opportunity that their immune system is broken. Before they were there, but they couldn't do anything. But because their immune system is broken, they seize that opportunity and they come up. And so, when you have HIV, as I explained, that is what it does. It destroys your army in the system. HIV does not kill. What it does is that it destroys by your army, then leave you vulnerable to infection. It is the opportunistic that kill you, not the HIV. It only weaken you, then give room now for opportunity to come and kill you. And that is why when we were preparing medication to cure HIV, we are preparing medication that are like a panacea that give general healing. Medication that when they enter your system, they will be cleaning your system, detoxifying your system, supplying energy, bioelectrical energy, and then activating your natural inherent energy. activating, then purifying you, giving you power, supplying nutrients for you to regain energy, that will destroy opportunistics, that will remove toxins, that will also fight against the virus. That is how we treat HIV. And that is why, because of this knowledge that we have on about HIV/AIDS, we have been able, because I'm the producer of my medicine. It's difficult from somebody who is practicing medicine, who orders medicine manufactured by somebody else. He doesn't know the secret. I'm the one who go into the bushes and master the plants. I get them, come back. I carry out research, take months or years, come out with medications that cure my patient for diverse diseases. So my treatment for HIV/AIDS, I'm the manufacturer. So I know all the secrets of the medicine. And that is why when I'm composing my medication, I take into consideration so many factors. I know there are so many things that can even block a good medicine from working. There are resistance, there are resistive agents, there are stressor agents, there are inhibitors that can inhibit medicine from working. And you give, that is why when I just started talking about HIV/AIDS, I mentioned about cases that are on antiretroviral, is working in them, but there are other cases they don't work. Why? Because there are stressor agents, there are inhibitors, either natural inhibitors or artificial inhibitors or spiritual inhibitors that are there blocking the medicine from working. And until you meet a holistic doctor who practices holistic medicine, he is the only one that will be able to investigate, then trace what is causing your medication not to work. He flushes it out of your system. If it's a demon, he flushes it out. If there are toxins, there are poison, the medicine block the medicine, he flushes them out. If it is a system that is not responding to the medicines, he knows what to do to tune the system, and then he activates your energy, your dormant energy, and then supply bioelectrical energy into your system, supply nutrients. And once you get all of this, your system become revitalized. Yeah, in a nutshell, I'm saying that HIV has a cure. So I'm advising those who are victims to have hope, to know that there is a cure. If you are already taking your medicine in the hospital, good. If they are helping you, good. You stick to them, stick to the rules, then keep following health secret programs, because there are natural rules that will give people to follow up to raise their immune system to be strong. Because most people will even give the medicines, they don't tell you what to eat, what not to eat, what to drink, what not to drink, what to do, what not to do, and you keep on committing certain boobs which contribute in weakening your immunity. At times the medicine they give you, they don't work well. But if you haven't started taking those medications, I will advise you to come for natural treatment that will treat you, that will heal you. Our patients will have so many cases that have already carried out their tests in government hospitals. They have come out negative. We are known there, and that is why some of the physicians, they even refer patients to us. When you come, what we do, as I was saying before that untimely break, when you come, what we do is that we carry out our diagnosis. We don't treat people blindly, because you cannot just go somewhere, you say you have HIV, and somebody just give you medicine, say you are well. In fact, we thank God in this era, there are modern scientific techniques in the laboratory that can help us diagnose sicknesses or diseases, and help us to also tell us about the situation of one's health, to know if the person is getting well or not. So when patients come with HIV, most of the time, after clinical signs and symptoms, we send them to laboratory to do a normal antibody test, which we do a rapid antibody test. If the test proves positive, we try other methods. If it's still positive, then we send the patients to go and carry out a viral load test and a CD4 test. In French, is known as charge viral or CD4 and CD4. So when they bring these results, these are what we use in working with. Most of the time, we place our patients for HIV on an 18 months follow-up. and most of them they get healed within 18 months. Those cases, some even get healed before the 18 months. Some get healed but above that period. But many people, when they start taking our medication, just within 1 or 2 months, they start giving a lot of testimony. Their health will change positively in a drastic mode. They will gain appetite. Some even tell us that at times the appetite is so much that they even get up even at 5 a.m. to look for food because of the way our medicine works in their system. So when we send them, they go and carry out these tests and come with them. We work on these tests the first 6 months. We send them back. We don't change the laboratory, and we always send them to a renowned hospital, mostly government hospitals that are renowned to go and carry out their CD4 tests and viral load. And most of the time it's Centre Pasteur in Yaoundé, because that is where we mostly send our patients for viral load for different ailments. So when they bring the results, we work on them. Then we send them back. It's from the feedback of the results that you know whether the medicine is working or not. Then we place them again for another phase, second phase. Then after that, we do the control, and that is what makes even give the patient some encouragement, hope to know that there is actually a healing for HIV/AIDS. So I'm calling on those who are outside there who have lost hope. I'm telling them that, look, there's a cure for HIV/AIDS, and this cure, as recognized by World Organization, is buried a lot in nature, in natural medicine, in the natural things that we eat, in the natural fruits. I don't mean food planted with fertilizer or genetically modified. I mean the natural food from the forest, from the wild bushes. That is where this energy is loaded. Not the tomato you plant with fertilizer around. The tomato from the bushes planted without fertilizer. The mangoes from the bushes, the pear, the plum, the plants from the bushes, from the wild. That is where the secret of life is buried. So in the Garden of Eden, most of our plants are natural, and we get our plants from the tropical rainforest, from the wild bushes. We don't plant medicinal plants around the towns and so on, where the whole earth and everything has been poisoned. We get them right far into the forest, and they are loaded with energy, and we are giving these plants for our patients, and we have a good feedback for all our patients, most especially for HIV/AIDS. So if you are a victim, I'm encouraging you to come and consult. Go through the processes we advise you to go. You stick to the rules, the governing principles that God has kept in place, and you be a living testimony. God bless you.
Garden of Eden Naturopathic Institute of West Africa, Geneva.
Our headquarters, Boya, Wonya Mabio, Mile 18, Munia Road. Kumba, beside CPDM Hall, Kumba Town. In Douala, beside Tropicana, Old Road, Biseke, at Bonaberry. In Yaoundé, from Texaco, former Shell Simeyon, the second motorable entrance on the right when heading towards Biemasi Lac. While in Bamenda, come to Njimambo, Mancon. In Limbe, visit us at Car Street, New Town.
Home TV.